James Lutton, delighted to be joined on Zoom with Peter McGRAIL after a successful professional debut. How are you feeling?
Made up, lads. Couldn't have went any better, really. It was a belter experience and one that's going to be with me for life. Like, it was a belter.
Absolutely. Obviously, in Liverpool as well, at the old Echo Arena, M&S Bank Arena now it's named.
Yeah.
Atmosphere, I was there. Atmosphere was unbelievable. What was it like for yourself when you came out onto stage ready for your ring walk?
Yeah, so obviously, I think I was in there when a few fights in, come out, sat watched the boxing for a bit, and then I was just in the changes for hours then, and obviously got warmed up, walked out onto the stage and just looked around, and like there weren't many empty seats, know what I mean? And I just thought, like, it's fucking belt to this, like, and obviously then the song come on, done the walkout, everyone was loving the song and that, everyone was cheering for me, and it just felt boss, felt like home, do you know what I mean? Felt like that was where it belonged. It was a belter.
Did it go as you imagined? Did you think it would feel like that at all?
I knew all the scouts were gonna get behind me, but it was louder than what I expected, and like it was it was just a belted experience, and then obviously to get the win as well, and just the reaction after it, and how much support I've had and how many messages, it's been phenomenal.
What was it like to make your ring walk in your professional debut after Tokyo and the Olympics not too long ago?
Yeah, it was different, you know what I mean? Obviously, the Olympics, there was really anyone in the stadium was there. It was obviously my teammates, and then like I've been back home now, being in Evernead Triangle, that like been there since I was 10, haven't I? So I've done me full camp here instead of obviously being in Sheffield all the time or hardly getting in my own gym. So it's been good to do my full camp back home with my coach Paul Stevenson. Yeah, it's been good to do my full camp back home with my coach Paul Stevenson, and obviously the other lads that are pro in the gym as well had some good round sparring and that. So I was very relaxed with back with my coach Paul, and yeah, it felt good and felt good to be back home.
Did you notice a big difference in your preparation because of that?
It just, like, obviously I've been there since I was 10, haven't I, in Evernead Triangle, and Paul's been my coach since the start. So like that's what I missed being on Sheffield. I missed like how much time that I was missing with him, as because we were down there, weren't we, Monday to Thursday every week, and the before the Olympics we were away for 2 weeks straight. Like hadn't been back to Liverpool on, and then we were away for 2 or 3 weeks over there. But so to be back in with Paul, that yeah, I felt a difference. Like I enjoyed it. You know what I mean?
Obviously, your opponent Ed Harrison, he's not tonight's work really. I mean, we've seen him not in Bilal Ali. I think it was on a Frank Warren show. So he took his O and he straight into a 6th rounder as well. Are you looking to be fast tracked?
Yeah, so I've just got straight into the 6th round because I've boxed WSB loads and loads of 5s, hasn't I? So I didn't feel the need to go back to 4s, and I had a few opponents over the camp. Some people from French, a few other opponents, and like they all fell off, and Ed obviously jumped in on late notice. So obviously he's made up that I actually did get an opponent, but it was like a quite sad debut for me. Do you know what I mean? He's an awkward opponent, isn't he? And he's being beat off. He's always being beat off all right kids and that. And as you said, he's caused an upset. So yeah, I was happy with my performance, and it was a good win for me to get the ball rolling and make me way into the pro game.
Let's talk a little bit about the main event. I'm assuming you stuck around to watch it. With Anthony Fowler, again, atmosphere unbelievable.
It was a belter,
and what a fight!
Yeah, I don't know. It was a brilliant fight, wasn't it, at the start? Very, very competitive. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously Beefy's experience and that shown, didn't it, towards the end, and landed a few good shots. Obviously dropped them and that, and then obviously the ref stepped in. So yeah, was it overall all of the fights? You know what I mean? Or the whole night, there was all belter fights. The atmosphere was a belter, and it was a huge night for the city, and looking forward to whenever the next one is.
How pleased were you to get your debut in Liverpool? Because you could have been anywhere really. but Eddie put you on football. How pleased were you with that?
Literally, like, I must have said it, like, in every interview that I had over the weeks, like, but I couldn't have asked for a better debut. And like, when I say that, it's like, I can't express how much I mean it. You know what I mean? Like, the show, the card, the main event, Scouser versus Scouser. It was a big night for the city. Do you know what I mean? And for me to be a part of it and get that slot as well, where the arena was basically full, literally couldn't have asked for better, could I?
Absolutely. Also, that night over in America, Tyson Fury, Wilder, seems to have put to bed the trilogy.
Definitely. The man, isn't he?
Absolutely. I mean, what did you make of it? I mean, did it go where you expected? Did you think it'd be another Fury domination?
Yeah, I knew. I've always believed Fury was going to beat him. Like, do you know what I mean? He's just a better boxer than he. But it was a great fight to watch, man. It was one of the best heavyweight fights I've seen for a while. Like, in modern times, it was exciting to watch. It was on the edge of your seat watching it, weren't it? It was a belter. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I mean, it went as I expected. I thought it'd be Fury late. Wilder, to be fair to him, probably the best I've seen Wilder. You know,
he grinded it out, didn't he? Seemed fucked after a few rounds, didn't he?
That's it. He stuck in there. He showed a solid chin. And it went on. So I think fair play to him, full respect to Wilder as well. The big fight was Fury, AJ. AJ did lose to Usyk not too long ago. Is that still as big a fight as it was beforehand?
It's probably not as big a fight as it was, but it's still reckon it sells out a big arena, 1,000,000%. You know what I mean? There's still two big brands, aren't they? They're still the two best heavyweights in the country. So it's I do think it still sells out fucking big arenas, but obviously it would be more wanted if Joshua won as well, wouldn't it? You know what I mean?
Do you think that Fury Usyk is now the bigger fight because it would be undisputed?
Depends. I don't know. Maybe it depends how the rematch goes, doesn't it? Joshua Usyk. Like, obviously, if Joshua beats Usyk, which he can, if he comes out and puts it on him, do you know what I mean? That's the way I see it. You can't box him because Usyk's one of the best boxers in the world. You know what I mean? And so yeah, if he comes out, puts it on him, flattens him in a few rounds, then of course the Joshua Fury fight will be more interested in the Usyk Fury. Do you know what I mean? But any of them, all of them, Fury, Wilder, Usyk, Joshua, any of them fighting each other, they're all big, massive, exciting heavyweights, aren't they? They're all quality. So any of them fighting each other is going to be an exciting fight, and people are going to want to watch it.
Well, so you mentioned Fury, AJ are two biggest names in British heavyweight boxing, but the other name's been thrown in there, mandatory for WBC, Dillian White. If he gets past Otto Ballin, again, him versus Fury, how big is that fight? Is that something that you'd like to see personally?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see White fight them all. He hasn't really been given his chance, has he? Well, obviously he boxed Joshua years ago, but I mean, like, lately, like, he's just been there, just dying to get that chance, and he had the big one, and just it's our lash on him, really, isn't it? Because he's been there for years waiting for the shot, and he just still hasn't got it. So yeah, I'd love to see him fight. White's a brilliant fighter as well. He's obviously one of the best in the UK. Proper exciting to watch. So yeah, I'd love to see him fight any of the top four.
Talking of the best fighters in the world, Canelo, pound for pound, up there, 1, 2, 3, wherever you want to put him. He's fighting Caleb Plant in a couple of weeks' time. How do you see that one going? Is it another Canelo formality, or do you see Plant posing a problem?
I can't really see Plant posing a problem on him. You know, it's Canelo's next level, and he's just seems to be getting better and better each fight, and he's just like a little tank, and he just seems so much stronger than everyone who he's fighting. It's like a little tree, and he in the ring, like, you can't even move him. He doesn't budge, does he? But I don't know. He might put up a good fight for a few rounds, but I don't know. I don't see anyone around who can mess with Canelo at the moment.
And just finally, back to yourself, Peter. When can we expect again? Have you got any dates in mind? Have you spoken to your team about it?
Yeah, no dates confirmed just yet, but definitely be out once, if not twice, before the end of the year. So I'll keep everyone posted. They should air over the next week, but I'm staying on it, mate, because I want to be out as soon as possible.
Fantastic. Peter, thank you for joining me again. Congratulations on your debut win. And we'll catch up again soon.
Yeah. Sound. Thanks. Nice one, lad.